I want to welcome you, truly welcome you, to this moment, quiet, sacred space where time slows, where the noise of the world begins to fade, and where you can simply be. As I speak to you now, imagine yourself settling into a place of comfort, a place that is entirely your own. Perhaps you are lying on a soft bed or sitting in a chair that cradles you gently. Perhaps your eyes are closed, or perhaps they are softly open, gazing at nothing in particular, letting the world blur into a gentle haze. Wherever you are, whatever posture you hold, I invite you to take a deep, slow breath with me. Feel it move through you. Feel it settle into the very corners of your being. This is your time. This is your space. I have always found that the mind, even in its quietest moments, is like a river, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent. And just as a river moves naturally, effortlessly, it carries thoughts, memories, and feelings along its current. But tonight, I am here to guide you gently to a place where the river flows peacefully, where your mind can rest, where your heart can expand with stillness, and where your soul can remember a deeper truth, that peace has always been within you. It has always been present, waiting patiently. Even if you have forgotten, tonight I will share with you stories and teachings from the Zen tradition. But these are not just stories. They are gentle invitations, invitations to pause, to breathe, to notice the spaces between your thoughts, to discover the quiet that exists behind every moment. As I speak, let my voice be a soft guide, not a demand, not a call to action, but a steady presence like a lantern carried along a dark path. Let it light your way, not with force, but with a gentle encouragement to follow the path within yourself. I want you to know that you are welcome here, exactly as you are. There is no need to fix yourself, no need to achieve anything, no need to perform or prove. The world may ask for so much, and yet here, in this shared quiet, there is nothing to do but exist, nothing to chase but peace. Let yourself surrender to this experience. Let your body soften. Let your shoulders release their weight. Let your hands rest naturally. Let your jaw unclench. And let the rhythm of your breathing guide you deeper and deeper into calm. Before we begin, I also want to invite you to make this space yours. Imagine a gentle light surrounding you, a soft warmth that protects you, a kind presence that reminds you that you are safe. If you feel ready, you may allow your eyes to close fully, or you may simply let your gaze soften. And as you do, know that each breath you take is a thread connecting you to this moment, to this quiet, to the infinite stillness that exists both around you and within you. I have always loved watching the world slow down, to notice a single leaf fluttering in the breeze, to hear the subtle murmur of water against rocks. to feel the gentle weight of silence pressing lightly against the edges of thought. And tonight, I want to share this slowing down with you. I want to invite you to listen not only to my words, but also to the quiet spaces between them, to the stillness that lingers beneath every sound, to the gentle rhythm of your own heartbeat, steady and calm as we journey together. You will hear stories that have traveled through generations, teachings that have quietly transformed countless hearts, wisdom that is simple yet profound. But more than anything, I hope you will hear them as a reflection of your own inner voice. You do not need to understand everything at once. You do not need to follow any rules except the one you already carry within yourself: to notice, to breathe, to be present. Each story, each teaching is like a soft step along a path. You may walk it slowly. You may pause whenever you need. And when you do, know that the path is still yours to explore, without judgment, without expectation, without hurry. If at any moment your mind wanders, if thoughts creep in like quiet shadows, do not resist them. Simply notice them. Let them drift past like clouds across the sky, and return your attention gently to your breath, to my voice, to the quiet space we are sharing. This is not a test. There is nothing to measure, nothing to achieve. There is only the unfolding of your own inner peace, the gentle realization that you are safe, you are cared for, and you are exactly where you need to be. Before we step into the first story, I invite you to take one more deep, slow breath. Let it fill you completely. Let it expand you. Let it remind you that in this moment, you are home. And as you exhale, release anything that does not belong to this quiet worries. To-do lists, tension, fear. Let them drift away on the current of your breath. Tonight, you are here to rest, to learn, to experience the gentle teachings of Zen, and to allow your body and mind to prepare for deep, healing sleep. Thank you for allowing me to share this time with you. Thank you for choosing to step into this quiet space, for choosing to honor your own need for stillness. And if this moment resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel to stay connected, to continue exploring these stories and teachings whenever you need a return to calm, a return to peace, a return to yourself. Now, let us begin. Let us step together into the soft, unfolding world of Zen, where each story is a gentle invitation, each teaching a quiet guide, and every breath a path to inner peace. I have always been drawn to quiet places, the ones that seem untouched by the rush of the world, the ones that breathe slowly and deliberately, as if time itself bends to their calm. One day, as I wandered along a forgotten path, I stumbled upon such a place, a garden hidden behind a weathered stone wall, its entrance framed by ivy that cascaded like green waterfalls. The air was softer here, carrying the subtle scent of earth and moss, and I felt a gentle hush settle over me the moment I stepped inside. It was a garden that seemed to exist not for anyone, yet a silent sanctuary that welcomed all who were willing to listen to its quiet. The first thing I noticed were the stones, smooth and worn, arranged not in perfect symmetry, but with a natural ease that suggested patience, observation, and care. They were stepping stones, each one leading to another, guiding the visitor gently along a path that seemed to have been walked by countless feet over countless seasons. As I placed my own foot upon the first stone, I felt a slight tremor of connection, as if the garden itself acknowledged my presence and whispered, "You are here now. You may rest." I took another step, then another, allowing the rhythm of my movement to match the rhythm of my breath. And immediately, a sense of ease began to unfurl in my chest. Around me, the garden was alive, yet not in a loud or demanding way. A small stream wound its way through the center, its water murmuring softly against the rocks, creating a song that seemed older than any language. Tiny blossoms in shades of white and pale pink floated on the water's surface, drifting like gentle thoughts across a calm mind. Trees stood tall, their branches stretching outward and upward, but not aggressively. They seemed to bend toward one another, forming an embrace of shade and shelter. I walked slowly beneath them, feeling the occasional brush of a leaf against my shoulder, a reminder of the garden's quiet presence and gentle awareness. I found a bench near the center of the garden, made of stone and softened by time, and I sat. I did not rush, nor did I need to. The garden asked nothing of me but my attention, my willingness to notice. As I rested there, I began to observe the small movements, the subtle signs of life that often go unseen. A butterfly, its wings a delicate blend of gold and brown, paused upon a flower, drinking in the morning light. A bird alighted on a branch above its song, a simple, unhurried melody. Even the shadows seemed to move with intention, stretching and shrinking, dancing in slow harmony with the sun. Everything here existed in balance, in harmony, in patience. As I breathed in, I realized that the garden itself was a teacher, not with words, not with instruction, but through presence, through the stillness that embraced every leaf, every stone, every ripple in the water. I noticed how my own mind, which often raced and leaped from thought to thought, began to soften. The constant chatter in my head faded like mist under the morning sun. I was learning, not by force, but by simply existing within the garden's rhythm. And as I inhaled, I felt a whisper of understanding, subtle and profound. Peace is not something to be grasped. It is something to enter, to dwell within, to breathe along with. I rose from the bench and continued along the path, noticing how each stone seemed to encourage me to slow down, to consider my steps, to move with intention. There were flowers along the way, not in wild abundance, but in careful, thoughtful clusters. Each petal seemed deliberate, each color placed with subtle care, inviting the observer to linger, to notice, to wonder. I touched a soft leaf and felt its tiny veins pulse lightly beneath my fingers. A gentle wind swept through the garden, carrying with it a faint fragrance of pine and damp earth. Wrapping around me like a comforting upon a small pond, its surface so still that it reflected the sky like a flawless mirror. I knelt by the edge and gazed into it, watching the slight movements of water and the faint shadows of clouds above. The pond seemed to hold everything: the sky, the trees, the garden itself within its calm reflection. And in that moment, I understood that the garden's silence was not emptiness. It was fullness, a quiet abundance that existed beyond words. I felt as though the pond, the stones, the trees, the very air around me were all part of a gentle conversation, one that asked nothing and gave everything. The quiet teaching of patience, of presence, of being. As I walked back along the path, I began to notice the little lessons hidden in the garden's details. A fallen leaf rested gently upon the ground, not crushed or hurried along, a reminder that even what falls may still belong, may still contribute to the quiet beauty of life. A small stone, rounded by time, showed me that even what is worn, what seems ordinary, holds its place in the grand rhythm of existence. Each step I took became an act of mindfulness, each breath a meditation. I felt lighter, freer, more aligned with a rhythm that was neither forced nor fleeting. Before I left the garden, I paused one last time beneath the tallest tree, letting its branches stretch over me, sheltering me in their gentle canopy. I closed my eyes and felt the soft pulse of the earth beneath my feet, the slow, deliberate rhythm of the world around me, and the quiet unfolding of my own heart. The garden had spoken to me, not with words, but with presence, with attention, with gentle care. It had reminded me that stillness is not empty, that silence is not absence, that peace is not distant. It exists everywhere, patiently waiting, inviting us to step into it, to breathe it, to rest within it. And as I walked back through the ivy-framed entrance, leaving the silent garden behind, I carried its quiet within me. Its lessons were subtle but powerful. To move slowly, to notice the small miracles, to embrace patience, to rest in the fullness of each moment. I knew that the garden would remain, waiting quietly for the next visitor, as it had waited for me. And I realized that, just as the garden exists within its walls, It also exists within me now, a gentle sanctuary of silence and peace that I can return to at any moment, simply by remembering, simply by breathing, simply by noticing. Tonight, as you listen to this story, I invite you to imagine yourself entering your own silent garden. Perhaps it looks different in your mind, different trees, different stones, different flowers, but its essence is the same. A place of stillness, a place of care, a place that asks nothing and gives everything. Step inside, take a deep breath, and let the garden teach you its quiet wisdom. Let it guide you into a calm, gentle awareness, a space where your mind can rest, your heart can soften, and your soul can remember the serenity that has always been waiting for you. I remember the day I first met the wise monk, as if it were unfolding in the quiet corner of my mind even now. I had been walking along the riverbank, where the water moved slowly but deliberately, carving its path through stones and earth alike. The sun was gentle, neither harsh nor dim, and it scattered diamonds across the rippling surface of the river. I had come seeking nothing in particular, only a respite from the restless thoughts that often crowded my mind. But as I walked, I noticed him sitting on a flat stone near the edge of the river. His robes simple, his posture calm, his presence as steady as the flow of the water itself. There was no announcement, no rush. He was simply there, existing with the river in a harmony I had never seen before. I paused a few steps away, unsure if I should approach, yet feeling an invisible invitation. His eyes, calm and deep, lifted to mine briefly. Not in surprise, not in judgment, but in quiet recognition of another human being seeking something they could not yet name. I sat down a short distance away, allowing the gentle sound of the river to envelop me. It was as if time itself had slowed, the air around us thick with stillness, yet light with the promise of insight. And then he spoke, not loudly, not with urgency, but softly, in a voice that felt like it had traveled through many years and yet remained entirely present. The river teaches us everything we need to know, he said. Do you see how it moves? It does not struggle. It does not resist the stones in its path, yet it shapes the world around it effortlessly. It yields, it flows, and in yielding, it discovers its own strength. His words sank into me like water seeping into dry soil. I nodded quietly, unsure if I fully understood, but aware that something in me was beginning to settle. To listen, he gestured for me to stand and walk with him along the river's edge. And so I did, each step careful, each movement a conscious act. The monk's presence was a lesson in itself. There was no hurry, no weight of expectation, only a mindful attention to each breath, each glance, each sound. The river, we noticed, had small eddies where the current twisted gently, and tiny fish darted in and out of the sun-dappled water. Even in its stillness, there is life, he remarked. Even in its calm, there is motion. Even in silence, there is a voice. I listened. I watched, and slowly, the rhythm of the river began to synchronize with the rhythm of my own heart. The rushing thoughts that had seemed unrelenting before were now drifting like leaves along the water's surface. Carried by a current I could not see but could feel. The monk paused and picked up a small stone, tossing it lightly into the river. It skipped once, twice, then sank, disturbing the water just enough to reveal a swirl of patterns before the surface returned to smooth reflection. Life is like this stone, he said. We move through it, creating ripples, small disturbances, and yet everything returns to balance. Everything finds its place. I wondered if he had sensed all the chaos I carried inside me, the worries and fears that often dictated the pace of my life. He smiled faintly, as though reading my thoughts without judgment. Do you see the bamboo over there? He continued, pointing to a cluster near the riverbank. In the wind, it bends without breaking. It listens to the gusts, yields, and in doing so, it stands firm. Learn to be like the bamboo. Learn to yield when needed, but do not forget the strength that comes from understanding your own roots. I nodded again, feeling the weight of his words settle softly in the depths of my mind, like a stone finding a resting place in a gentle stream. We walked a little further, and he stopped to watch the sunlight filtering through the trees, creating patches of warmth on the water. Notice how light moves, he said. It does not push. It does not demand. It simply enters the spaces that allow it. And in that gentle presence, it illuminates everything it touches. I realized then that the monk's teaching was not only in his words, but in every detail of his awareness, in the way he observed without interference, in the way he listened without expectation, in the way he existed fully in the moment. After some time, he asked me to sit once more on the riverbank. The current gurgled softly, the breeze whispered through the leaves, and I felt the subtle pulse of the world around me. Meditation is like this river, he said. Do not try to force it. Do not try to grasp it. Allow your thoughts to flow like water. Notice them, and then let them pass. There is no need to hold on. There is no need to judge. Simply observe, and you will begin to understand the nature of your own mind. I took a slow, deep breath, following his guidance, feeling the tension of my shoulders melt, my jaw unclench, and my mind ease into a gentle, watchful calm. He told me a story then, a simple one, about a man who had spent his life trying to control everything around him, only to discover that the more he grasped, the more he suffered. And when he finally let go, when he allowed the world to move without interference, he discovered a peace he had never imagined. "The river teaches the same," the monk said softly. "It yields, it flows, it embraces the stones, and yet it remains true to itself. So must we." As the sun began to descend toward the horizon, painting the water with streaks of gold and rose, I felt a profound sense of gratitude, not for answers, not for solutions, but for the gift of witnessing the river, the monk, and the quiet unfolding of life itself. I realized that wisdom is not always found in words or books, but in the simple act of presence, in the gentle observation of the world, in the willingness to listen deeply and patiently before we parted. The monk placed his hand gently on my shoulder. "Remember," he said, "your mind is like the river. Flow without resistance. Observe without attachment. Be present without judgment, and you will find the peace you seek is not outside, has always been within." I carried his words with me as I walked away, feeling the river's rhythm echoing in my own heart, feeling the gentle awareness he had shared, shaping each breath I took, each step I made. Tonight, as you listen, imagine yourself sitting beside the river with the wise monk. Hear the water as it moves. See the sunlight as it dances on its surface. Feel the wind as it brushes gently against your skin. Allow yourself to be present with every detail, with every sound, with every sensation. Let the river carry away your worries, your restless thoughts, your tension. Let the monk's calm guide you, and as you breathe in, breathe out, allow yourself to discover the same gentle truth, that peace is not something to find, it is something to allow, something to flow into, something to rest. Follow the river. Follow your breath. Follow the soft guidance of presence, and let yourself drift into the quiet, the calm, the profound stillness that has always been waiting, both in the river and in your own heart. I invite you now to settle even more deeply into your body, to feel the gentle weight of it as it rests, to notice the subtle points of contact between yourself and the surface that supports you. Allow your hands to rest naturally, palms facing upward if that feels comfortable, or simply fold it loosely in your lap. Feel your shoulders release, letting gravity do its work without resistance. And now, take a long, slow breath in, feeling your lungs expand, and exhale gently, releasing anything that does not belong to this moment. Each breath is a step deeper into calm, a step closer to the quiet sanctuary that exists within you. In Zen, we speak often of mindfulness, of being present, of noticing without judgment. But true mindfulness is not about perfection or effort. It is about the gentle attention to what already is. Feel the subtle rhythm of your heartbeat. Notice the rise and fall of your chest with each breath. Perhaps you notice thoughts drifting across your mind, as they always do. Do not resist them. Do not chase them away. Simply observe them. Imagine them like clouds passing through the sky of your awareness. And return your attention to the sensation of breath, to the stillness that lies beneath all movement. I want to guide you now through a simple practice, one that has been taught and lived by Zen practitioners for centuries. Imagine a soft light, warm and gentle, beginning to glow at the crown of your head. It is not blinding, it is not harsh, it is a light of awareness, a light of calm. As it expands slowly downward, it moves over your forehead, relaxing the muscles there. Your eyes, soft behind closed lids, feel the weight of relaxation settling into them. The cheeks soften, the jaw unclenches, the tongue rests lightly in your mouth. This light travels down your neck, releasing tension in the shoulders, and continues along your arms, your hands, your fingers, until each part of your body feels supported, at ease, and alert, yet calm. Allow your attention to move now to your back, noticing each point of contact with the surface beneath you. Feel the spine lengthening, the muscles loosening, the tension melting away like frost in morning sunlight. Imagine the light filling the chest, expanding the lungs gently with each inhalation, and allowing the heart to open softly with each exhale. Feel warmth and stillness spreading through your torso, flowing through your abdomen, your hips, and settling into the legs. Notice the feet resting fully connected to the earth, grounded, present, and at peace. Now, bring your awareness to the rhythm of your breathing. There is no need to alter it, simply notice it. Feel the air enter your nostrils, cool and quiet. Notice how it moves through your body, filling every space with life, and gently exits, warm and soft. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back, returning to this rhythm as if you are returning to the river we spoke of earlier, watching its current flowing without force. Each breath is a meditation, each exhale a release, each moment an opportunity to simply be. Zen teaches us the value of noticing small, often overlooked things. Let us practice this now. As you breathe, imagine a small pebble in your hand, perfectly ordinary, yet unique in its shape, texture, and weight. Notice its contours, the coolness or warmth of it. Feel the subtle imperfections, the tiny details that make it what it is. In your mind, place this pebble on the riverbank of your awareness. It is there without effort, without expectation, simply existing. Now, as thoughts arise, imagine them as leaves drifting along the river, past the pebble. You do not need to grab them, chase them, or push them away. Let them flow naturally, observing without attachment, noticing without interference. Take a moment now to imagine the sound of the river, gentle and rhythmic, moving effortlessly around obstacles, finding its path without force. This is your mind in meditation. Thoughts, emotions, memories, they may appear, and that is okay. Observe them. Let them flow. Return to your breath, to the sensation of presence, to the stillness beneath movement. Allow the light in your body to expand with every exhale, reaching further, enveloping your arms, your chest, your torso, your legs, and finally, your entire being in a soft, luminous calm. In Zen, we also speak of non-attachment, of letting go, of striving, of allowing life to unfold without grasping or clinging. Imagine now that every worry, every tension, every pressing thought is a leaf on the river. With each exhale, place it gently into the current. Watch it drift downstream. Feel the relief of letting go, the space that opens in your mind as it flows. With each inhale, draw in clarity, light, and calm. With each exhale, release what no longer serves you. You are learning the rhythm of the river within yourself, the ebb and flow of thought and stillness, movement and rest, presence and release. Now, I want you to imagine a garden, soft and quiet, a place that exists in the landscape of your mind. It is filled with gentle trees, the rustling of leaves, the soft shimmer of sunlight across a small pond. Perhaps a flower blooms near you, delicate and vivid. Notice its color, its shape, the subtle scent that seems to rise from it. This is your inner sanctuary, a place where peace resides naturally. Here, in this garden, you can rest, you can breathe, you can simply be. And as you observe this garden, feel yourself merging with its calm, allowing it to enter your mind, your heart, your body. Let us focus now on the simple act of listening. Close your eyes fully, if you haven't already, and hear the subtle sounds around you. Perhaps there is a distant bird, a gentle breeze, or the faint hum of the world outside. Listen without judgment. Let the sounds enter your awareness and pass through like gentle waves. You do not need to hold them. You do not need to analyze them. Simply notice. This practice of mindful listening extends beyond sound. It is noticing, accepting, and allowing life as it is, without interference, without expectation, without force. As your body softens further, your mind becomes quieter, and your awareness expands into a gentle stillness. Notice the space between each breath, the space between each thought. There is a subtle, profound calm in this space, a quiet room within your own consciousness where nothing is demanded of you. where nothing requires action. This is the essence of Zen meditation. Here, you are not trying to achieve anything. Here, you are not striving to be someone else or to do something extraordinary. You are simply present. You are simply alive. Take a long, slow breath, filling your lungs completely, and exhale gently. Feel the light within you pulsing softly, the calm expanding, the tension dissolving. Your mind, once restless, now flows like a gentle stream. Your body, once tight, now rests in soft surrender. The river, the garden, the light, and your breath all merge into a rhythm of stillness and presence. And now, as you continue to breathe, allow this sense of calm, this soft awareness to grow stronger. Imagine it spreading outward from your heart, enveloping your chest, your arms, your torso, your legs, your head, your entire being. Each cell, each fiber, each part of you is filled with quiet understanding, with gentle peace, with subtle joy. There is nothing to do but rest here, to notice, to breathe, to exist fully in this moment of gentle awareness. Remember that this calm is always within you. Meditation is not something to find outside. It is something to allow to arise inside. The breath, the river, the garden, the light, they are mirrors of your own inner state. Each moment you spend here, observing, noticing, resting, you are strengthening your ability to return to this peaceful place anytime, anywhere. You are learning the art of presence, the practice of gentle awareness, the Zen way of being. Continue to breathe slowly, deeply, and softly. With each breath, you are carried further into stillness, further into calm, further into the gentle understanding that you are exactly where you need to be. Let the soft rhythm of your breathing guide you. Let the quiet sanctuary of your mind expand. And know that you are safe, you are peaceful, and you are at rest. I remember walking through a quiet forest on a day when the wind moved, not as a force, but as a gentle visitor, brushing softly against everything it touched. The sunlight fell in thin golden beams, breaking through the canopy, illuminating patches of moss and the delicate ferns that carpeted the forest floor. I had been wandering aimlessly, letting my feet follow paths I did not choose consciously, guided instead by curiosity, the soft pull of stillness, and the occasional rustle of leaves. And then I saw them bamboo stalks, slender and tall, cluster together in a natural rhythm that seemed to echo the pulse of the earth itself. The wind was passing through the bamboo, and I watched as the stalks swayed, not rigidly, not violently, but with a gentle, flowing grace. Each stalk bent in response to the gusts, yielding to the force without breaking, stretching and bowing in a silent dance that was both beautiful and instructive. I stopped, fascinated, noticing the intricate movements, the subtle shifts in rhythm, the way they leaned together, supporting one another while maintaining their own form. In that moment, I felt a quiet lesson emerge, as if the forest itself had opened a page for me to read. I moved closer, stepping carefully on the soft earth, and listened to the sound the bamboo made as it swayed. A whispering, rustling, like the soft hum of life itself, moving through every leaf and stalk, creating a harmony that seemed far older than me, far older than the human mind. I reached out and gently touched one of the stalks, feeling its smooth, cool surface beneath my fingers. It was strong, yet flexible. It had endured storms, rain, heat, and cold. And yet, it remained upright, swaying, alive. I realized then that the bamboo was not fighting against the wind. It was embracing it, dancing with it, flowing with it, and in that flow, finding its own strength. I sat down beneath the bamboo, feeling the shadows and light play across my face, and took a slow, deliberate breath. I imagined the wind passing through my own life, the challenges, the stresses, the small and large disturbances that often make me tense and rigid. What if, like the bamboo, I could learn to bend without breaking, to flow without losing my essence, to yield without surrendering my own integrity? The thought settled softly in my mind, bringing with it a sense of peace, as though the forest had granted me a small but profound gift. I began to notice the details around me, the tiny insects crawling on the ground, the faint hum of a distant river, the subtle fragrance of earth and leaves, and the delicate movement of the bamboo leaves brushing against one another in the wind. Each detail was a meditation in itself, each sensation a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. I realized that the bamboo did not exist in isolation. It was part of a larger rhythm, a network of support, a quiet ecosystem that embraced both movement and stillness. I felt as though I was becoming part of that rhythm, my breath syncing with the sway of the stalks, my heartbeat aligning with the pulse of the forest. The wind increased slightly, and the bamboo leaned further, swaying in unison, creating a soft chorus of movement and sound. I felt my own body respond, not consciously, but naturally, as if my muscles remembered the lesson the bamboo taught: to yield, to bend, to move gracefully in response to what is, rather than resist it. My thoughts, which often tumbled through my mind like rough waves, began to settle. Each worry, each tension, each expectation felt lighter, more flexible, more willing to be carried by the gentle current of awareness. I noticed a small bird perched on one of the stalks, holding on effortlessly as the bamboo moved beneath it. It was a delicate dance of balance, trust, and adaptability. The bird did not fight. The bamboo did not resist, and together they created harmony. And I thought of my own life and how often I resist, how often I hold rigidly to plans, expectations, and fears, forgetting the gentle wisdom of yielding, the power of flexibility, the strength of moving with life rather than against it. I closed my eyes and imagined myself as one of the bamboo stalks, rooted firmly in the earth, yet bending and flowing with each gust of wind. I felt the flexibility in my spine, the softness in my muscles, the gentle rhythm in my breath. I let the wind, imagined or real, sweep through me, carrying away tension, stress, and rigidity. I felt the strength that comes from yielding, the serenity that comes from allowing, the wisdom that comes from flowing without force. Time seemed to stretch and expand. The wind, the bamboo, the forest, and I were intertwined in a silent meditation, a soft lesson that required no words. I felt a subtle shift in my awareness, a gentle awakening to the idea that life's challenges do not need to be fought with rigid strength, but met with fluid grace. That there is a power in yielding, a clarity in letting go, a serenity in moving with the currents rather than against them. I opened my eyes and looked around again. The bamboo continued its dance. The sunlight shimmered through the leaves, and the soft murmurs of the forest seemed to whisper to me directly. I realized that the lesson of the bamboo and the wind is not something that can be rushed or forced. It must be experienced, felt, internalized. Each breath is an opportunity to practice this lesson. Each moment a chance to align with the rhythm of life. Each challenge a gentle invitation to move with grace rather than resist. As I rose to leave the bamboo grove, I felt a lingering calm within me, a deep sense of alignment with the flow of life. The wind continued to pass through the bamboo, but I carried its lesson with me, that flexibility does not mean weakness, that yielding does not mean surrender, that strength can be found in movement, grace, and presence. I walked slowly back through the forest, aware of each step, each sound, each breath, feeling as though I had become a part of the gentle dance between the bamboo and the wind. And now, as you listen to this story, I invite you to imagine yourself standing among the bamboo stalks. Feel the gentle sway of the wind brushing against your face, the soft rustling of leaves above your head. Notice the rhythm of your breath, your heartbeat, your body moving naturally in harmony with the world around you. Let the wind carry away tension, stress, and rigid thoughts. Allow yourself to bend and sway, to yield and flow, to experience the quiet strength that comes from embracing life as it is. Without resistance, without fear, without hurry. Step into the dance. Breathe with it. Move with it. Allow yourself to discover the gentle wisdom of flexibility, the profound calm of yielding, and the deep, subtle strength that comes from flowing gracefully through each moment. Let this story guide you into a state of peace, presence, and readiness for rest. As your mind softens, your body relaxes, and your spirit remembers that it too can move with the wind. I invite you now to sink even more deeply into this moment, to feel the gentle weight of your body against the surface beneath you, to notice every point of contact, every curve and contour that supports you. Allow your hands to rest naturally, your shoulders to soften, your jaw to release tension, and your breath to flow freely, unhurried, like a gentle river. Let your awareness expand slowly, as if the boundaries of your body are softening and merging with the space around you. Each inhale brings in calm. Each exhale releases tension, and with each breath, you are stepping deeper into the quiet sanctuary that exists within you. Zen teaches us that true presence is simple yet profound. It does not require struggle or effort, only attention, acceptance, and openness. Let your mind drift like a gentle cloud across the vast sky of awareness. Thoughts may appear, memories, worries, plans, but you do not need to grasp them, chase them, or judge them. Notice them, acknowledge them, and allow them to pass. They are like leaves floating on a river, carried by the current without force. Your attention returns softly and gently to your breath, to the sensation of being, to the subtle awareness of life unfolding within and around you. Now, imagine a soft, golden light glowing at the crown of your head. It is warm, gentle, and calming, like the first light of dawn, spilling softly across a quiet landscape. As this light expands, allow it to move down over your forehead, softening every thought, every tension, every small grip of worry. Feel it easing your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, releasing muscles that hold more than you realize. Let it flow down your neck, spreading warmth and relaxation through your shoulders, your arms, and your hands. Feel your fingers relax, heavy and calm. Allow this light to move down your torso, filling your chest with gentle warmth, expanding your lungs with each inhale and releasing tension with each exhale. Let it soften your heart, easing any tightness, any worry, any restlessness. Feel the calm spreading through your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, your legs, and finally to your feet. Notice the gentle pulse of life flowing through every part of you. You are enveloped in calm, supported, and entirely present. Now, bring your attention to the rhythm of your breath. There is no need to change it. Simply observe, noticing the coolness as it enters your nostrils, the warmth as it exits, the rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. With each inhale, imagine drawing in clarity, peace, and calm. With each exhale, release tension, stress, and any thought that no longer serves you. Feel the rhythm, the natural ebb and flow, like waves gently lapping on a shore. Let this rhythm guide you deeper into stillness in Zen. We often speak of letting go as a way to find freedom and inner peace. Visualize now a small, delicate leaf in your hand. This leaf represents everything you are holding on to that no longer serves you: worries, regrets, tensions, expectations, fears. Place this leaf gently in a stream or river that flows nearby. Watch it drift slowly and naturally, carried by the water without resistance. As it moves away, feel the space it leaves behind within you, a space of calm, of openness, of gentle clarity. Take a deep breath, feeling this release expand throughout your entire being. Now, bring your attention to the small sounds around you. Perhaps it is the subtle hum of the air, a distant bird, or the faint rustle of leaves. Listen without judgment, without labeling, without expectation. Let the sounds enter your awareness and pass through like soft waves, touching the shore and then retreating. With each sound, feel yourself sinking deeper into presence, into the quiet that lies beneath all noise. Let your mind rest in this space, observing but not interfering, aware but not attached. Imagine a garden in your mind now, a sanctuary that exists solely for you. In this garden, there are soft paths, gentle trees, flowers in subtle shades, a small pond reflecting the sky. Step into this garden, noticing every detail, the texture of the earth beneath your feet, the scent of leaves and blossoms, the way light falls through branches, creating patterns on the ground. This garden is safe. It asks nothing of you. It offers calm, clarity, and presence. Allow yourself to walk through it slowly, each step a meditation, each breath a reflection of life's gentle rhythm. Focus on your inner body now. Imagine a warm, golden light moving through your chest, filling your heart space, softening and opening it. Allow any lingering tension to dissolve, replaced by a sense of spaciousness, warmth, and acceptance. Extend this awareness to your arms, your hands, your fingers. Imagine energy flowing like a gentle river through each limb, softening, relaxing, and bringing awareness to every subtle sensation. Continue to expand this awareness to your torso, legs, and feet until your entire body is bathed in this gentle, calming light. Bring your awareness to the space between your thoughts now. Notice the gaps, the silence, the gentle stillness that exists between each idea, each memory, each plan. This is the essence of Zen awareness, the quiet presence that is always here, waiting, patient, accepting. You do not need to create it. You do not need to force it. You do not need to judge it. Simply notice it. Allow it to expand. Let yourself rest in it fully. Now, imagine yourself as a tree, deeply rooted in the earth, yet reaching upward, flexible, yet strong. Feel the support of the ground beneath you, the gentle stretch of your body reaching toward the sky, the wind of awareness brushing softly against you. Let yourself sway gently with the currents of life, yielding when needed, embracing each moment as it comes, flowing with the rhythm of existence. Each breath is a branch, each thought a leaf, each moment a gentle movement of balance and presence. Take a long, slow inhale, drawing in calm, clarity, and peace. Exhale gently, releasing tension, stress, and any rigidity in your mind or body. With each breath, feel yourself becoming lighter, more present, more aligned with the gentle, natural rhythm of life. Notice how your body feels, how your mind feels, how your awareness feels. Allow the soft glow of inner light, the quiet of presence, and the gentle flow of your breath to merge, creating a deep state of relaxation and mindfulness. Now, let the garden in your mind, the soft light within your body, and the rhythm of your breath merge into one harmonious space. Feel the serenity that arises when body, mind, and awareness align. You do not need to move. You do not need to act. You only need to notice, to breathe, and to rest fully in this moment. The calm you feel is always within you, ready to be accessed whenever you need. Allow yourself to breathe slowly, deeply, and effortlessly. With each inhalation, draw in stillness, clarity, and calm. With each exhalation, release tension, worry, and resistance. Feel yourself becoming one with this quiet rhythm. A rhythm that is gentle, patient, and unending. Here, in this space, there is nothing to do but rest, nothing to hold on to, nothing to chase. Simply be. And as you continue to breathe and notice, feel the profound sense of peace settling into your entire being. Know that this calm, this presence, this gentle awareness is yours to return to at any moment. It is always within, always available, always patient. Let yourself rest here, fully and completely. As your body softens, your mind quiets, and your spirit drifts deeper into serene awareness. As our journey together comes to a close, I invite you to remain in this space of calm and presence, letting the gentle rhythm of your breath guide you deeper into serenity. Feel the weight of your body supported fully by the surface beneath you. Notice the soft rise and fall of your chest, the steady pulse of life within you, the quiet stillness that stretches beyond thought and time. All that has passed in this story, all the images, the gardens, the rivers, the bamboo, and the wind are now quietly resting within you, leaving behind a gentle imprint of peace, clarity, and calm. Take a deep, slow breath in and exhale fully, letting go of anything that no longer serves you, any tension, any stress, any lingering worries from the day. Allow yourself to simply exist in this moment, fully present, fully aware, fully at rest. Imagine that each inhale draws in soft, golden light, filling every part of your body with warmth and stillness, while each exhale releases anything heavy or unnecessary, letting it drift away like leaves on a gentle stream. Think of the quiet gardens we've walked together, the flowing rivers we've observed, the bamboo dancing with the wind, and the soft glow of meditation. All these images, though they have been external in our imagination, now exist as a reflection of your inner landscape. Your mind has been gently guided to notice, to rest, to flow, and to breathe in harmony with life itself. And now, that calm, that gentle awareness is yours to keep. It is within you always, waiting for your attention, patient and unchanging. Let your body sink a little deeper into relaxation, feeling every point of contact with the earth or surface beneath you. Your legs, your arms, your torso, your head, every part of you is softened, supported, and at ease. Feel the quiet hum of life within your cells, the steady rhythm of your heart, the smooth flow of energy moving freely through your body. You are safe, you are calm, you are deeply at rest. As I speak these final words, I want you to remember the wisdom of stillness, that peace is not something to search for outside, but something to cultivate within. Every gentle breath, every quiet moment of awareness, every act of noticing without judgment is a step toward returning to this calm again and again. You are capable of accessing this space anytime, whether through meditation, mindful breathing, or simply allowing yourself to pause and observe. Allow your mind to drift softly, like clouds passing through a quiet sky. Let the images of our journey fade gently, leaving behind only a serene awareness, a deep sense of presence, a soft and comforting silence. Imagine that this silence wraps around you like a warm blanket, protective and tender, holding you in its gentle embrace. You are not alone in this moment. You are supported by the rhythm of your breath, the flow of your awareness, and the quiet sanctuary of your inner self. As you continue to breathe, feel yourself letting go of the day, letting go of thoughts, letting go of tension. Allow the calm to deepen with each inhale and exhale, feeling a wave of serenity flowing from your head to your toes, from your mind to your heart, from your awareness to your soul. You are completely present, completely at rest, and completely at peace. And now, as this story comes to its conclusion, I invite you to rest fully. Let the calm guide you into a state of deep relaxation and gentle sleep. You do not need to do anything else tonight. The gardens, rivers, bamboo, wind, and quiet teachings all exist within you, nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. With each breath, sink further into comfort, knowing that you are safe, you are peaceful, and you are exactly where you need to be. Carry this gentle presence with you as you drift into sleep. Let it flow through your dreams, filling them with calm, clarity, and a quiet awareness of your own inner sanctuary. There is no rush, no tension, no worry, only the soft rhythm of life, the gentle flow of breath, and the enduring calm that resides within you always. Sleep now, deeply, gently, fully. Know that you are supported, that you are safe, and that the peace you have cultivated tonight will remain within you, quietly and faithfully, until the morning light. Rest in this serenity and awaken when the time is right, carrying the calm, clarity, and wisdom of this journey into every moment of your life.